Today we're talking to AJ from the Clean Biz Network YouTube channel, who is an expert at starting and running cleaning businesses with over 18 years of experience. We're going to see how to get started, how much profit you can potentially make with this as a side hustle, and what is needed for you to start making money today from cleaning. So let's jump right into the interview. All right, so now we have AJ, and for our first question, how long have you been in the cleaning business for?
I graduated in 2006. So 2006 and up until now, right? So 2023 minus 2006, that's how many years.
Oh, wow. So yeah, so you had quite a bit of experience before then, starting your own then.
For sure. Yeah, and I didn't actually get started as an owner until that was probably '09. Yeah, probably about 2009.
What's like your typical client? Are these, more homeowners, Airbnb, or commercial, would you say?
Yeah, so commercial, I only focus on, me personally, I like office buildings with carpet, right? And I say with carpet because the mopping can tear you up, like physically, it'll put a wear on you. And one of my tricks for keeping employees long term was always, if it's easy for me, it'll be easy for my team. And so I always try to target the easy buildings. Those are my typical clients, but you got pretty much commercial, residential, and then Airbnb. They're separate. I really focus on commercial.
Okay. Would you recommend for a viewer then to kind of pick your niche and then stick with that and really expand in that kind of sector then?
All right, so if you absolutely broke and you got nothing, let your niche pick you, right? We just marketing to everybody, and somebody please pick me, right? So because you just want to get it started. But if you get a little savings, or maybe you got a day job, you're gonna do this as a side hustle, then yeah, pick a niche because you can take your time and be a little particular about it. You can go out there exactly what you want.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a great tip. What do you need to start this cleaning business or a side hustle? Is this something I can start today and just pick up supplies, or does it a lot more expensive than that?
Literally. So you literally can start today. You can grab you like some flyers on the business card. You can go on Vistaprint and order some, or you can go on Canva and make some, right? And print them out. But literally get out here, go door to door, walk into a building and say, hey, I'm AJ with Clean Biz Network. Was wondering, who's in charge of hiring a cleaning company for you guys? They tell you who's in charge of it. Call them, schedule an appointment with them. See if they'll walk you around the building so you can get a good look at it. Maybe take some measurements to get the square footage. Once you have that information, me personally, I go back home and plug it into my bidding calculator, Clean Biz Network, right? That's my mobile app. But if you don't have a bidding calculator, then just go Google or figure out a way to price cleaning in your area. Come up with your price, email them your proposal. On the last page of the proposal, it'll be the actual service agreement. Some people call it a contract, but it's really just a service agreement. Have them sign that. Pick the first day you're going to start cleaning and just start cleaning. So it's pretty straightforward. It's cut and dry, but it's just really more so about actually getting out here and doing it.
Would you say, how much would the actual equipment cost for like the cleaning supplies? Is this, around $100 to get started, or are we talking real in-depth equipment that, gets real deep clean? What would you recommend for someone getting started?
So for commercial cleaning, I don't recommend using any like your generic dollar store products and stuff. With commercial, I think you got to use commercial grade things that actually come from like a janitorial supply store. So to get everything you need, a backpack vacuum, quality one, by the way, a backpack vacuum, like a rolling trash can to dump all of the small trash cans in. Um, what else? Your microfiber cloths, some all-purpose disinfectant spray. I'm trying to think of everything on the list that I would start with: a mop, broom and mop, and a duster. All of that together, somewhere around about a little bit less than $1,000. About, I'll say you can get all of that for about 700 to $1,000.
Okay. What about if you're doing residential? Would you recommend still to go with the commercial grade cleaning products, or are you able to, kind of get away with those grocery store bought cleaning products?
So with the residential, a lot of times you can get away with using the customer's product because some people like a certain smell or some people like a certain fragrance. So you can ask. I will start off by asking, would you rather us use your product? That way we won't cross contaminate, or will you sense that you like nobody's allergic to all of that type of stuff, right?
Where do you go about it? Yeah, finding your customers. Say, what niche you want to get into, and I want to, start getting customers. How do I, start getting them to reach out to me?
3 ways. Get out here, go door to door with your flyers and business cards, like I explained earlier. Or B, this is a quicker way, cold call. So what I would do is, like you said, pick your niche, Google it. So get on Google. Maybe you want to do dentist offices only. Google dentist offices near me. and get you a spreadsheet, make a list of every name of those dentist offices, put the phone number, leave an area for contact, for space to type, right? So when you call each one and just say, we spoke to so-and-so, Denise is our point of contact, she said we can come by Tuesday. Or the next one, spoke to John, John said they're not interested. But just make a note of it and keep going through it over and over and over till you call every dental office in your area. Third way would be pay a lead generation service.
So say now you have a customer, how do you go about bidding for the project and making sure that, you're making money on each project?
Simple way I always tell people is estimate how long you think it'll take to clean that job as you eyeballing it, walking through it. Ask yourself how much you will pay somebody else an hourly wage to do it. Double whatever you'll pay somebody else, that's what you charge to the customer. So if you want to pay somebody $15 an hour, charge your customer $30 an hour times however long you think it's going to take to clean, that's what you charge per visit.
Okay. Do you give kind of like a time frame? Say if it's like a single family house, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, do you say anyone from like, oh, this could take 2 to 4 hours, just so there's not like a hard deadline?
Definitely an estimated time if you're doing houses for sure. Because see, in commercial, we're not charging by the hour. In residential, you kind of charge by the hour, but in commercial, while the bid is based off an hourly rate, it's still a set fee every month. So you just got to make sure you get that estimated time right.
And then what would you say? I know there's a lot of different factors on what you could charge for a project, such as, your area, whether it's residential, commercial, but are you able to get like a rough ballpark, say for residential, and then like a standard commercial property then?
So we do about $45 an hour for residential. And if it's like your standard home, let's just say it'll take one person 2 hours to do it, 45 times 2, there you go, $90 per visit. Commercial, on the other hand, you're billing monthly. So that can be completely different. You can get a customer that's only 1,000 square foot building, take you 30 minutes to do it, and they only want you to come once a month. $150 a month, right? It's like it's nothing. Versus you can get a football stadium, right? You're going 7 days a week, or they need you all day. You're talking about $1 million a month contract. We don't know. So it really is impossible for me to like give a ballpark for commercial.
And so kind of following off of that, how much you can get paid. One of the big questions I know we're going to get is how much money can you make in a day and in a month with the cleaning business?
I literally, like I was telling you before, I got a guy in Chicago, shout out to Ricky. He has a $14 million cleaning company right now. So $14 million divided by 365 days a year is how much you can make in a day. That's thinking huge, right? He has a whole full-fledged team. Let's just say, all right, let's think smaller. That's all good. No, I don't know if he definitely doesn't do residential. He does, but he is, let's just say just maybe you and a helper. How much could you make in a day? Let's start with houses because they're the easiest thing for me to do the math with. Let's just say you're doing, let's say $100 a house for easy math. You do 5 of those a day, you get $500 a day. All right, and do it 5 days a week, and you're making a nice little $2,500 a week, right? So you're doing pretty good for yourself.
And this is another question I know that we're going to get, but it definitely depends on a lot of factors, is what's your expenses. But say for someone that's cleaning, residential properties, maybe go back to that example, person's doing 5 properties a day.
So if they're cleaning it themselves, your only overhead really is gas, all right? Gas, the cost of replacing equipment, which a gallon of cleaner, I mean, you're not replacing that every day. So it's like really you don't have any expenses. The only real main expense in the cleaning industry is your actual employees themselves.
Is there anything you wish you would have known before getting started with the cleaning business?
I wish I would have known everything I know now because if I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have started with a cleaning franchise. So when I first started with my cleaning company, I bought a cleaning franchise.
What about who would you recommend not to try this as a side hustle?
Anybody that doesn't like money. Right? I mean, because it's one of the cheapest startups to get in, low cost, and it's unlimited in terms of how much money you can make. I mean, the buildings are everywhere. The houses are being built every day. Apartments are being built every day. I mean, it's recession proof.
And then if you want to get started today, what would be the first 3 steps you would tell someone?
First 3 steps getting started today, go on YouTube, Google how to start a cleaning business. It literally is like, A, get your LLC. This is where you go get the LLC. B, go get your EIN, right? I'm going step by step, everything. So just follow the steps. So that's step 2 is follow the step. I guess step 3 maybe would be if you want to, get a mentor or find somebody's coaching program or something, or go to score.org and get your free mentor. That's a government-backed nonprofit organization where they got nothing but entrepreneurs who volunteer to mentor other entrepreneurs.
But yeah, that's everything for our interview. AJ, I want to thank you for taking the time today. We're going to leave links to your channel and to your website down below. So if anyone wants to learn more about the cleaning business and how to get started and check out all your resources, we'll leave them down below. But AJ, thank you again for spending the time and helping myself and the viewers learn more. So thank you.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Have a good one.
You too. Take care. Bye.